Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a two-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On play action, Prescott. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
They got me on a play action early.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 7 catches, 87 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit.
Hold on. What's wrong with him with it? Ooh. Why are you getting playtime? No.
This is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Ooh, with a juke. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter.
Oh, he got up out of there.
All game long. They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Good hits, boys.
The pass.
Defensive line ain't no joke.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
The Chiefs take over first. Yeah.
Off the play fake, Winston. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Soon I'll put my blocking on aggressive holding.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Winston's pass.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Third and short yardage, Winston. He finds his target, Fuller.
Yeah, I'm at to beat the shot of the computer.
And he takes
can already see
into
that.
the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Will Fuller.
I wasn't trying to play no damn moments. I'm trying to play the whole game.
For the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
I damn sure didn't take a picture of my damn.
And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, it's Jacobs.
Good tackle,
and
boys.
He's take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The tackle made at the 40.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a
inches,
first
ain't
down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive,
This should
the
be a
one that got them
touchdown.
that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road.
This bitch can't throw for real.
It'd be ideal.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go play action. Winston. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way
Hey, Hakeem.
for a Kansas City touchdown.
Is there a rule about scoring too many points on the computer?
Fuller, 81 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now
Moore
on the
just
other
started a
side,
party.
what's
Why
your
is that
psyche? You're
another?
really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
I'm in the middle of a game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
I'm streaming my game,
Here's
bro.
the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had
Yeah,
it
I know,
twice. They
but
punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, there's no rule against on this computer. I might torch their ass.
So the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, add more, bro.
To about the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about
He on his
what we
other
did see?
account.
Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. They'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good.
Oh.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action now. Prescott.
Yo.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
He should be. God. Damn, who is that?
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on
That
EA
bitch
Sports.
fast. Yeah.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Good shit, Richard Sherman.
At the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there.
On the 1-yard line, Richard Sherman with a pick.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel
Time to
his
come
pain
back
a
and win the
little bit.
damn division,
The worst
man.
thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Cover 3.
Breaking through to get him to the ground.
Yep.
It's a loss of 7.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long for Winston. And he's going
What the fuck? My offensive line, bro.
Some force for the sack that time.
Well, this is what happens when you
This
get
is ranked
behind
cover
the
3
chains,
2
as
times in a
people
row.
like to say, when you
Sack
have
me both
obvious
damn
passing
times.
situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Fucking slant route.
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
He's killing Fabian Noel,
On the
bro.
last 2 plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just
It's
about any
Fabian
offense
Monroe.
has an elite receiver.
Yeah.
If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
At the 5-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motive.
Good shit, Curtis Samuel. He said Jameis Winston ain't nice.
Gain of 53 yards.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with some...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
At their own 25-yard line.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this
Hey,
first
y'all.
half, and everything that they've tried has
Hey, can you
worked.
check to see if somebody
There's
broke the
another
passing
example
record
right
yet?
there.
From the gun, Winston.
Damn it,
Looking
James.
end zone, but it's incomplete.
Who can check that
It's
shit real
David
quick?
Njoku,
None of
the
y'all?
intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ah, that's a pick.
Picked up by DeMonte
Bro, that's on me. I should have did short end.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's
where's Richard Sherman?
From the 20.
Why is he not in right now?
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Prescott yet again. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
To return, here's Agnew. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks.
Yo.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
And incomplete as he was not.
My offensive line is sometimes as hell.
Of course. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Winston.
Damn it! Bro, this nigga James Winston really can't throw that great. What the fuck?
Instead, it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Get that bitch off. Little third. Oh, that's a bad pass. He caught it.
Caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, Winston.
Touchdown. Good shit.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Jameis Winston with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Breakout game,
for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has one touchdown, one interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now from the 50, airing it out for Olsen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have come to halftime, and what's up? The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Come on,
they built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston.
Bro, what the fuck?
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Prescott on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Chiefs.
To throw, Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Dak Prescott.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Agnew now to return. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. To throw is Winston. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
A loss of 11 yards.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of football.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception, picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
At the 34-yard.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Prescott from the gun. And Olsen over the middle. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say,
oh, he dropped it.
You could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On play action, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one
Shit,
hand,
man.
the other. It's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 25-yard
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go.
Pass is intercepted for the 4th
Let's
time
go.
today. Darren Lee picks
I
it.
got my breakout
He's able to
game.
get it back to the
25 seconds
40-yard
left.
line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
What is the call?
And he's got his
What is
man
the
in stride,
call?
complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding? Oh, what the fuck, bro?
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the throwaway. Brings up 2nd.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks
Need a
left.
one-play touchdown.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Over the middle, complete.
What's the call?
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when
try
you
to get this
factor
last
in personal
touchdown.
foul yardage.
Come on, Will Fuller. Get open.
Play action now.
Nope.
Winston. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
Pass interference.
Wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
Winston here to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And that will write a finish to this ball game. 42. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Okay, wow. Wait. That's amazing.
So for Kansas City, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on.
I mean, even like the biggest collectors don't even have them.
And we are after the end course as well, the blue ones. Here we have the other diamonds. The white cap. Pretty cool.
Those are amazing. They're so clean.
I gotta go get a haircut. You got a pick. How he ain't get his breakout if he got a pick? How he get his breakout game if he got a pick? All it said was get one interception or some shit. Oh well, that don't make sense, but I guess. Yeah. Well, tough titty. Hakeem man, listen, I'm gonna make the playoffs. I was gonna let it slide and be like, you know what? I just take the fucking good draft pick, but I'd rather make the playoffs. I can't do it. I just broke the. I was. My team's straight. We strong in every place but offensive line. Damn. I need O-line and a running back. Other than that, I'm straight. This nigga Will Fuller gonna be great. Curtis Samuel gonna be great. I can see myself winning the Super Bowl in this league. As soon as that one person trade Lamar, it's over. Didn't play for 2 weeks. Still the number 1 seed. I went 14-2. That's tough. Oh, where all them free agents go? Foe. Nah, I haven't even. Oh, I'm at the lead that league, bro. The draft and all that shit happened without me, bro. Oh, I still got my quarterback, my running back, and my wide receivers. What's your team? The Chiefs? My D line is ass. I got good ass safety. I mean, I lost some corners and shit, but other than that, I'm straight. Let's see the Chiefs. That big got a 99 Zeke. What the fuck? Alright, here we go. Frank Clark, Michael Pierce, Chris Jones, and Fletcher Cox. Damn. What's your linebackers like? You gotta have a hole. You gotta have a hole somewhere. You got fast ass linebackers. Your DBs is decent. Yo, never mind. Tony Jefferson's slow as fuck. They got a 99 X Factor and a 98 X Factor. What kind of shit is that? Fuck that. But I'll be back. I'm gonna go goddamn check on my son and shit. I think he's asleep though. Bro, I'm 2-7 in 4, bro. I mean, not 4, but RIP, bro. And I'm still in the playoff contention in my division. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Let's see what BLM looking like. Oh, it's the playoffs. Did I? Oh, I did not make the playoffs. Where did I finish as? I finished 6-10. It's fucking bogus. Oh, I ain't missing much though. But alright, I'll be back.